Thank you for inviting me.
So, first of all, what can you tell us about HUSSEIN al-SHEIKH? Who is he?
The important position that he's had in the last number of years is he was sort of an intermediary to the Israeli population for the Palestinian Authority. So he had to learn how to present a moderate side, how to meet with Israelis, and to present the Palestinian Authority as if it was a moderate organization. For this reason, for Abbas now, who the world sees as a terrorist supporter to a large extent, he would be a great solution for him because over the years he has not made as many terror-supporting statements or has actively supported terror as other Palestinian leaders, like a person like Jibril Rajoub, who supports terror regularly, who would like to be the next leader. HUSSEIN al-SHEIKH has been quieter, but we still know he's a terror supporter.
Mm-hmm. You know, the Palestinian Authority was meant to be a partner for peace, but clearly it has been anything but. You know, for our viewers who may not know, the PA continues its pay-for-slay policy, in which it pays lifetime salaries to terrorists and their families for murdering Israelis. Again, not much of a partner for peace. Do you think al-SHEIKH could reform the PA? Will he turn it into a partner for peace?
al-SHEIKH couldn't do it, even if he wanted to. First of all, in all the popularity polls that have ever been taken in recent years about who would you like to see the leader, he draws 3%. He's not even on the radar really as a potential Palestinian leader. So he couldn't change the Palestinian Authority even if he wanted to. However, statements that he's made, I don't think he would want to. For example, he talked about Walid Daka, a Palestinian terrorist murderer who was in jail, who died in jail last year. He called him a freedom fighter, and he hopes that future generations will learn from him and go in his path. Isn't it about a murderer? He's recently been talking about how happy he is that Hamas and Fatah are having quiet negotiations, and he just wants Hamas to join and work with him. Well, if you want to reform the PA, why would you be having quiet meetings with Hamas, this horrific murderous terror organization, and say that you hope they join the Palestinian Authority or the PLO? Mm-hmm. So I think HUSSEIN al-SHEIKH has been quiet because that was his job from Mahmoud Abbas, to be quiet in terms of terror support. But one, I don't think he has the desire to change the Palestinian Authority, and two, even if he did have the desire, he doesn't have the power to do it.
Mm-hmm. And Prime Minister Netanyahu has made it very clear that the PA will not rule in Gaza. Could this appointment change that? I mean, this is seen mostly as a move to sort of assuage or convince European and other world leaders. Is it working?
One of the things that we at Palestinian Media Watch try to show is that the hatred and demonization of Jews, the anti-Semitism, the denial of Israel's right to exist is not a single-person issue. It's not coming from Mahmoud Abbas alone. It's coming from every aspect. It's coming from the Ministry of Education, where you have a different leader who's in charge of Ministry of Education. You're having it through all parts of Palestinian society. You have it in the Ministry of Culture, who names events after terrorists. You have the schools that are named after terrorists. The terror support of the Palestinian Authority, denial of Israel's right to exist, is so fundamental. It can't change with one person. Like I said, even if he wanted to, but we certainly have no indication that he even wants to.
Mm-hmm. So just an extension of Mahmoud Abbas. Itamar Marcus, thank you so much for your insights today.
Thank you very much.
And for the second time in 50 years, Syrian Druze clerics crossed the border into Israel. This time for the holiday of Ziyara, the religious leaders were authorized to stay over for one night, too. ILTV's Shosh Bedrosian has been following the developments and has the details.
Hundreds of Druze who live in the Golan Heights waved flags at the border of Israel and Syria as they waited for the buses to cross beyond this gate. Crowds erupted with cheers when 600 Syrian Druze clerics crossed the border, marking the second time since the fall of the Assad regime religious leaders came to Israel for a visit. It was the second time in 5 decades a visit like this took place, but this time Defense Minister Israel Katz allowed the religious leaders to have an overnight stay in Israel.